Alex has got hold of some counterfeit £20 notes and is writing the word fake on them using a UV pen that shows up under a black light. Using a false police identity badge, we're going to find out just how easy it is to pass off counterfeit cash. We've come to the centre of Manchester, where Jess is loitering outside a travel agent, which has a bureau de change inside. Meanwhile, Alex is outside in the shopping precinct, waiting for a call from Jess. When Jess spots someone who has just changed some money, she'll call Alex and he'll swap the customer's good money for the fake money.
Excuse me, madam. Could I just stop you there? I'm Detective Steele from the fraud squad.
Yeah.
Did you just exchange some money over there?
Yeah.
You did? Sorry, can I just bring you over here just out of these crowds? We've just been having some reports of some illegal counterfeit cash being passed from shops.
Oh, right.
Can I just ask, did you change your money into British pounds?
From euros.
From euros into British pounds? Was any of the money you were given £20 notes?
Yeah.
Can I just have a look at them just to make sure? We're trying to find out where the money is coming from at the moment. If I could just have a quick look, just make sure it's all kosher. Now they actually look fine for the paper. You can usually tell straight away by the paper.
Yeah.
And the holograms look nice and bright. Also the watermark, actually, if you see the watermark there on the Queen's face, that's pretty good. So no, these seem to be fine, actually. That's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. You have
Okay.
nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Thanks again for your time. Okay.
A good citizen complying with the law has just lost £80 and is unwittingly walking away with counterfeit notes in her purse. So, how did Alex do it? Jess followed the woman into the shop and watched her at the bureau de change. Then she phoned Alex and told him how much money the woman had exchanged and gives him her description.
Hey, yeah.
Hiya, she's coming out now. She's got 120.
120. Got it.
Yeah, that's right.
Got it.
Okay.
Alex can't swap all £100, so he counts out £80 in fake 20 notes and places them underneath his notebook.
Could I just stop you there? I'm Detective Steele from the fraud squad.
He then gets the lady to allow him to check her cash, but as he distracts her by looking at a genuine £20 note, he flips over his notebook to reveal the 4 counterfeit £20 notes and hides the real money.
That all looks to me. That's fine.
All right?
When he hands back the money, he's giving her one original note, but the rest are counterfeit. And Alex has just made £80. We caught up with this lady and told her what had just happened.
Did he just swap my money when I... Oh. So he's Conman, he's walking around saying that he's so-and-so with his identity and he's just swapped my real money for this fake money. So I can't even go back in there and change it, can I? No. How did he do that so quick? I didn't even see him do it.
The reality of this situation is that the victim may never know that they have been given counterfeit money. For Alex and Jess, no one's coming back to complain, and they're free to carry on this scam all day long and go home very rich people.
This con relies heavily on social compliance. We are all preconditioned to react in certain ways, especially when dealing with figures of authority. People generally will do what they're told. All a con man does is abuse that situation.
Remember, never give your money to somebody on the street. If you're suspicious of someone, then ask for a phone number to call to confirm their identity and credentials.
Jess has got a part-time job waitressing in this cafe, but a cup of coffee here is going to cost rather a lot more than you might think, because this waitress is card cloning.
Is everything okay? Yes.
It's time to settle the bill, so Jess brings over the keypad terminal for her customers' card payments.
Thank you. Oh,
That was clumsy, or was it?
okay, you put your pin code in. Okay, that's lovely. There's your card back. Thank you.
Let's go back and see what Jess is really up to. To the customers, Jess appears as if butter wouldn't melt. But what was she doing in the ladies earlier? It only takes minutes for her to attach a high-tech skimming device that is used by crooks the world over. This reads the magnetic strip on any credit or debit card and stores the details so that they can be used later to make duplicates or even be sold on to organised crime gangs. Jess drops the card on purpose so she can skim it without arousing any suspicion. Here it is again. From a different angle, the swipe is clearly visible. Jess even sneaks a peek at the pin as it's entered.
Okay, that's lovely. There's your card back. Thank you.
Jess has just walked away with his card details and his pin. He may as well have written her a blank cheque. So how does this work?
The cards that Jess has swiped are recorded in this dictaphone as sound files from the magnetic stripe on the back of the card. Now, in order to get the data from that, I have to connect this to a computer which reads the sound file. Like that, that comes up as a waveform. If we then run that through a special program, it'll extract the data, which will give me the number, the name, and everything I need to create an exact duplicate of your credit card.
Back at the cafe, these customers are also going to lose their card details. But this time, Jess mounts the card skimming device on her waist.
Okay, it won't be a minute.
There, it's all done very casually.
Actually, I'll bring the terminal up so you're not trying to take your card away. It'll be 2 minutes.
It's a cheeky touch to insist on the customers keeping hold of their card. Who could suspect such an honest waitress? Again, a different angle shows the swipe clearly. Jess repositions the skimmer in her apron.
Thank you.
By making out the card needs cleaning before it can be read, she gets away with a sneaky swipe right in front of the victim. Here it is again from a different angle. Jess doesn't even look away as the pin is entered. These people are lucky. They won't be losing their card details, and they have learnt an important lesson about card skimming fraud.
You don't expect it to be as easy as it is, and it probably happens a lot more than you expect it to as well. And it does actually make you wonder how many times it has happened in the past without you realising.
1 minute, it's swiped, and within 10 minutes, your whole bank's cleared.
Once your credit card information has been stolen, there are several things that can happen. Your card can be cloned and used here in the UK, or the data can be sold on the black market via the internet. So your card can be used on the other side of the world within 24 hours.
Always keep an eye out for your card, and always cover your PIN.
Card cloning by physical copying cards has been around for a long time. It's probably one of the oldest scams. It's probably been around as long as magnetic stripe credit cards have been around. It only takes a second or so to clone a credit card, so you need to be very careful. Don't let your credit card out of your sight. Don't let anyone wander away with your credit card. Always know what you're using your credit card for. Most credit card companies are very good at dealing with stray transactions, and as long as you stay on ball and keep an eye on your statement, you should be able to do something about it.
Alex is in position and Jess is in character on a pair of crutches as our Real Hustle duo demonstrate a classic cash machine crime, a cash card switch. Watch closely to see how this con takes its victims completely by surprise. This is the mark. She's queuing up to use the cash point, but with Alex and Jess around, you know something's about to spoil her day. Jess in distress is hard to ignore, and the Mark does what most of us would do. Alex joins in helping Jess.
Oh, thank you. Oh, make sure you don't give me anything that's not mine.
Might want to take your card though.
He even helps the Mark by pointing out her bank card is still in the cash point machine. Now Alex can use the cash point himself. The Mark leaves with her card and cash, and Alex completes his transaction. This all seems normal, but our Mark has just been robbed. Didn't she suspect it?
I went to the cash point, took out £10, and a lady on crutches dropped her bag. I picked up her stuff to help her, and I don't think anything happened. I got my money and my card.
We suggest that she checks her purse.
My card? Oh, that's not my card. Oh, I think it's a £10 note. That's a real £10 note, that's not my card. It's Mr. Smith. Someone's just taken my card without me knowing, basically.
It's worse than that. Let's go back and see why. The Mark removes her card in plain view. All too easy for Alex to leaf through his wallet and select a lookalike. If you missed it, here it is again. Alex is watching over the Mark's shoulder as she inputs her PIN. This is shoulder surfing. Now it's all down to timing. Alex waits for the right moment to give Jess the cue to cause a distraction. As the Mark turns to help Jess, the card pops out of the machine and Alex swaps it. Shoulder surfing allows the fraudster to use the genuine PIN with the real card, stolen using a distraction technique.
Might want to take your card though.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, thank you. Thanks.
The Mark is convinced that she has her own card back. She doesn't even check it and leaves the scene happy. Alex has the card and he knows the PIN. All he has to do now is empty the Mark's bank account. He's got the lot. Job done, and all that money has made Jess feel a lot better. It didn't take Alex and Jess long to practice this deception. So, how can you protect yourself from this all too common crime?
The basic rule is this: never let anybody or anything distract you when you're at the cash machine. Always keep an eye out for your card, and always cover your PIN. Everybody's got heroes in their lives. For some people it's sportsmen, for other people it's artists. And for us three, I can safely say it's the most successful con man of modern times, Frank Abagnale. In fact, he was so successful that Steven Spielberg made a film of his life called Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio.
In my case, I was just in the airport in Boston, Logan International Airport at the time, and I noticed that everyone was putting their night receipts and money into a bag, which they then carried down to the bank that was in the terminal. And they stuck their night key in the box, dropped the bag down, they made sure it went all the way down, then they closed it and locked it. As I sat there, I watched everyone from Avis Hertz to the airlines to the restaurants drop their bags. So the next night I came back to the airport, but I had rented a guard uniform from a costume store. I stood in front of the night box and hung a sign up that said, "Night box out of order, please leave all deposits with guard on duty." Everyone did, they just dropped the bags, and then I left with the bags. Actually, Steven Spielberg did film that in an airport with Leonardo, and people came up to Leonardo handing him the money. Even though there were cameras all over the place that was obviously being filmed, people still walked up and wanted to hand him the money bag. They had to explain they were shooting a movie. So I'm sure that it would work today just as it worked 40 years ago.
This next hustle is about overhearing a telephone conversation and a bargain that's too good to be true. This is the eavesdrop cell. We're at a London market where Jess has set up what appears to be an antique store. But in fact, the most expensive thing is worth only £3. The aim of the game is to make a huge profit. Paul is going into this busy cafe. Inside, these two women are about to overhear a telephone conversation about an absolute bargain Paul's just spotted.
100.
Alex is in position and ready to receive Paul's call. Remember, it's the two women who will think they are the ones who are hustling.
Hello, Paul. Alex, mate. Hello, mate. You are not going to believe what I just saw.
Paul makes sure the women can overhear everything he says.
Remember that plate? Remember that really expensive plate that we saw?
Expensive plate.
Yeah, that house?
That's got the women's attention.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was the Hollingworth blueware, yeah?
The Hollingworth blueware?
Yeah, it had the wavy outside. It was like it was like £800 at the auction.
Paul describes the plate and makes it clear that it was worth £800 at an auction.
I've got no money. There's one in the market. She wants 60 quid for it. 60 quid?
Now he's made sure that the women know that it's possible to buy the plate for £60.
Basically, you know where the Halifax and the Greggs the Bakers are?
The Greggs the Bakers, yeah, I know.
She's right in front of there. Are you going to be able to...
And finally, he's explained where to find this bargain.
I guarantee we'll sell it. I'm going to go.
Now the two marks have all the information they need to go out and make a fast buck.
Well, it's on about some plate. It's worth a lot of money and it's only 60 quid.
Right, I think Paul's roped somebody, so... Yeah, I think they're going to be coming down that way.
We could try and sell it if it looks good, but let's go and suss it out anyway.
Having been suckered into the scam, the two women follow Paul's instructions to the stall to find what they think is the easiest £740 they will ever make.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How much is this plate? 60.
Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Have a look at it for you.
There you go. It's quite nice, actually.
Do you know anything about them?
Absolutely nothing.
Had a bit of interest already this morning, that plate.
Have you?
Yeah. People have been asking about it. I mean, there was actually a gentleman who came down earlier. I don't know where he's gone, but he was going to come back. So if it's like a race against time, I don't know.
But well, I could be 20 towards it.
You going to take it?
All right, go for it.
There you go. Might be more lucky.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Have a lovely day. Bye.
£57 profit for just 5 minutes work. Now it's Alex's turn to hustle.
Do you remember that plate I sold in the store last...
And of course, there are plenty of plates to sell to the people who eavesdrop on our phone calls. So, what do the two women think they've picked up?
An antique plate.
Oh, don't drop it.
That's it there. Just really like the look of it.
Telling the truth, that guy.
Well, we actually overheard a conversation of a guy when we were in the cafe who was talking about this plate, and apparently it's worth a lot more money than we paid for it, so we thought it was worth the risk. We're going to try and sell it.
So, how do they feel now they know what's happened?
You're kidding. A bit silly. Totally foolish.
Set up, I expect.
Set up.
At a cost of just a few pence, Jess has designed and printed some books of fake restaurant vouchers offering half-price meals at non-existent high-class restaurants. She's going to sell these to unsuspecting tourists in the fake food voucher scam. In order to look the part, Jess has made a t-shirt with a cheeky slogan, and with her bright jacket and fake ID, she hopes to sell her worthless vouchers for £10 a pop. With about 8 million visitors to the capital each year, it should be easy picking for Jess. She sets up in Trafalgar Square. Alex keeps a watch out in case of trouble. Remember, none of the restaurants mentioned on the vouchers exist, but the tourists won't know that.
Hello. Can I just take a moment of your time, please, just to tell you about our 2-for-1 offer that we've got, some of London's top restaurants. It's a booklet of 15 vouchers. It's £10, so that's 66p per voucher, and it's some of London's top restaurants. Even if you only use one voucher, you are still saving a lot of money. You'll be saving the £10 that you'll be spending on them in the first place.
Where can you use it?
You can use it at all these different restaurants. It's got all the restaurants in here, and it's got all the addresses as well. Places that people.
That'll be fake addresses, fake phone numbers, and non-existent restaurants. Surely that's a bargain.
A main or a main and a dessert or something.
I have one.
Do
Yeah.
you want one?
Yeah,
come on then.
She's got a sale. £20 with no chance of a refund.
Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
These two guys have just spent £20 on worthless paper, and by the time they find out, Jess will be long gone. It's lunchtime and business is brisk.
Hello. Selling some vouchers today, promoting 2-for-1 offers at some of London's top restaurants.
I get all those?
Got all of these, 15. They last for 5 months as well.
That's not bad.
Hello. How are you? This booklet's worth £150. It's got 15 different vouchers in it, so it's £10 for 15 vouchers. If you're interested. So that's lovely. Thank you very much. Have a lovely time tonight. Okay.
In under an hour, Jess has sold the lot. £150 profit.
That's 66p per voucher.
So what do the tourists think?
She's basically given herself a license to print money.
Got any restaurant vouchers?
We made up the restaurant names. The real scammers will use real names, real phone numbers, and real logos, so this con doesn't just hit the tourist.
You're paying.
Go to the chipping.
We've also been victims of the food voucher scheme a couple of years ago, I think. And one of our staff actually ended up giving away a discount because of what the voucher said. And people were coming in with vouchers that we had no knowledge of.
The team are in Manchester's fashionable Canal Street, full of modern clubs, cafes and bars. Will any of the clientele be tempted by one of the oldest con tricks going? This is the 3-shell game, in this case played with 3 bottle tops and a P.
Come on, folks, try your luck. Anybody want to play? It's very simple, real money for real luck. All you have to do is find the P. Very simple, always starts there. You're going to move them around like that.
Paul is the operator, or the shell man, and he's looking for a victim.
Come on in. Come on in. Don't just look. Stand over there. All you got to do is guess where the P is. It always starts there. All right, where is it now? I haven't done anything yet. Like that. Perfect, just like that, watch. There's the P, you know where it is. All I'm going to do is move them around like that. I'll do it again, you know it's not there. Where is it? This one. It's not there, it's not there. It's got to be there. Now, sounds like fun, but it is for money. You want to have a try?
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe for some money, £10?
Alex is a collaborator in the scam known as a shill. He is going to pretend to play the game and so entice the victims into betting.
Even money paid, you give me a tenner, I'll give you 20 back. All right, where is it now? There it is. I'm going to try and confuse you. A little bit of that. Where is it?
Middle one.
Middle one? Look at that.
Sweet.
You got a winner. All right. 10.
Alex wins, and so the victims are conned into believing that they can succeed too. But the reality is that they don't stand a chance.
All right. Move them around like that. What? Bring the money out your pocket. What you got? Come on. Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Feel the luck. Feel the luck. All right, a tenner. Tenner for which one? Middle one. Tenner for the middle
20
one.
on this one. 20 on that one.
I've got to take the bigger bet.
20 on that
I've got to take the bigger bet. Look, it's over there. You should have listened to this guy. He knows what he's talking. Do it again. This one's for you. What?
Hey, the money on that.
Alex loses, but this is all part of the plan to make the real players think that they are smarter and so are more likely to win.
This one there. Show me your money. What have you got? Make it 20 so he doesn't come over the top of you. Come on, make it 20. Right, you shouldn't listen to me, mate. I already know it's over there. Look, we'll do it again.
Jess is another shill, and she is there to squeeze more money from our victims by pretending to cheat for them against Paul.
Okay, one more time. Where is it? It's right there, yeah? All right, I'll do it for you this time.
Jess leans in and whispers her plan. She will mark the bottle top that has the P under it with a smear of lipstick. If the players pick that one, then they can't lose. Of course, we know that they can't win.
All right, it's in the middle one.
I think you're cheating.
Go on then, go on then. Don't drop it now.
Jess leaves a tiny mark on the bottle top with her lipstick.
Can I check it, just in case you... Yeah, all right, I know where it is. Now watch, very, very slowly, okay? You know exactly where it is. Where is it now? Come on, show me the money. Show me the money. What have you got?
20 quid.
20 quid. 20 quid on this one.
No, that one.
That one.
That one.
20 quid on that one. How much are you betting?
20.
On this one?
10.
This one.
That one.
How much? 20?
20.
20. Well, it's not there, mate. It's over there. Like that.
The victims have now lost £40.
It's, was that you?
No.
With barefaced cheek, Paul accuses the players of cheating, which allows him to close the game and keep the money, as well as seeing off his victims before they realise they have been
This is a
conned.
game for money. You can't cheat.
Look.
Okay?
I got
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm done. If you're not going to play fair, I can't play you. I'm sorry. Okay? Come on, folks, try your luck. It's a game. Anybody can play. Very simple.
Paul is up for snaring more players, while his victims have time to reflect on their defeat.
Well, initially, when I first went to have a bet on it, I didn't really think I would spend any money. But when the girl kind of like said, with this lipstick on it, that's going to be it. You kind of like assume, you know, how can it not be any different? So, I guess the because of the girl's presence made me spend a bit more money than I would have done.
I'm going to give you...
Paul, Alex and Jess are conning another pair. But even if these two choose correctly, they can never win. A skilled shellman uses sleight of hand and other tricks to always take your money.
Which one? That one. You should have said over there, mate. Sorry. That's how the game works. Sorry, guys.
Is that it?
The shell game is centuries old, and people are still falling victim to it all over Europe. The problem is, they will never win, as this game relies solely on the hustler's sleight of hand.
This is called the shell and P. There's no P here. There's no P here. The P starts right there, like that. Nothing under here. All you have to do is watch for the P. Here we go. If I wanted to, I could put the P here, or I could put the P here. The P, of course, is right there, and that's why you lose.
Alex, Jess and Paul have been busy practicing different ways of lifting people's valuables straight from under their noses. Pickpocketing is a skill that thieves have been mastering and developing for centuries. So Alex and Paul are going to try out their newly acquired skills on members of the public. This is the lift. Any form of public transport is a playground for pickpockets. So our hustlers have got back on the buses to practice their techniques. Alex is on the lookout for possible lifts. This man is proudly wearing his designer pen clipped onto his front pocket, and it's caught Alex's eye. A little stumble into the mark, and the pen now belongs to Alex, and the mark's completely unaware that his expensive pen has disappeared. If you didn't catch it the first time, here it is again. The fake stumble distracts the mark, while Alex skillfully lifts the pen by hooking it over his newspaper. It's so quick that the only way you can see it is from Alex's watch camera. Alex now has a designer fountain pen worth £120. Now Alex and Paul team up on this unsuspecting mark. This is perhaps the trickiest lift of them all. This mark is just about to lose his wallet straight from his inside jacket pocket. A fake stumble and the mark is now minus a wallet. Paul stumbles into the mark, pushing him against Alex. Alex then lifts the wallet and drops it through the mark's jacket for Paul to catch. Here it is again. With a clean pass off to Paul, he is now free to make a quick getaway right behind the victim's back.
Always keep a mind out for your valuables and your belongings. Sometimes when people are listening to music on their headphones, they get lost in their own world. It's very dangerous. Keep your mind out for your belongings. If you're taking a little bit of care, pickpockets are going to move on to somebody else who's not paying any attention.
Alex, Paul and Jess decide to put Frank's theory to the test and see if they can pull off his classic scam. Welcome to the Dropbox. The Real Hustle team have travelled to Manchester to put Frank's methods to the test. Paul and Alex park up in a city centre back street. They disguise their van as a security vehicle. And disguise themselves as security guards. With the preparation done, they set off for their hit location. It's after 5:30, and Alex and Paul are going to target a bank's Dropbox, more commonly known as a night safe, where firms can deposit their takings outside normal banking hours. Jess takes her position. She is the convincer, and if a mark turns up, she'll go in and use the guard's services and so influence the mark into believing the setup is real. The boys unload and Paul puts the sign up just like Frank did at the airport over 40 years ago. Unfortunately, this is a busy city street and the boys have limited time because the longer they stay, the more chance there is of being found out. The minutes tick by. They've been standing there for 18 minutes when a woman arrives with what looks like a money bag.
Looking for the Dropbox? Oh, it's right here. Fortunately, it's out of order at the moment. Yeah,
at last, it's a mark. Jess moves in.
Pack it with us. Put it in the strong box. Yeah?
Hi there. Hi again.
Yeah. Have you got any?
Jess is happy to leave her money with the security guards, and the mark senses nothing wrong and happily hands over her company's takings, £5,000.
Thank you very much. There's your pen back.
There you go.
See you tomorrow.
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Bye.
Job done, Jess gets clear. The mark signs a worthless form and leaves. With the mark out of sight, the boys make a getaway. Frank was right. His scam still works, and the uniforms, a sign, and a convincer help take in the mark. Before we let her know her money's safe, we tell her that she's been conned.
Are you having a laugh?
But then the enormity of what's happened sinks in.
You get in so much trouble. What's gonna go mad?
It's so scary to think that people can get money out of you by doing that so easily and nobody actually thinking anything of it.
So, what can you do to protect yourself against this Dropbox scam?
Most banks will use a well-known security firm. If you don't recognise the name or something doesn't seem quite right, then contact the bank and get them to confirm their authenticity.